Hello, everybody. This is José Ignacio from the Uncomfortable Dialogues 2022.
I am honored and delighted to have in this uncomfortable dialogue María Fernanda Puente. She's the managing director of Y Strategy. She's based in Panama, and she was a former executive director of Estée Lauder, and she used to be working also in Procter& Gamble. So without any further ado, welcome to our dialogue, María Fernanda. ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing?
Hola, José Ignacio. Thank you. I'm very happy and honored to be invited today to share my experience with you and to be talking with you. It's also a very exciting opportunity.
Yes, indeed. Hey, María Fernanda, I was looking at your profile in LinkedIn, and you said that you have a special gift, which is caring, and your superpower is making things happen. So, how do you use these two abilities or skill sets facing adversity?
Yeah, well, this phrase came together. Um, I think that I don't believe in adversity per se. I think that things can be really, really hard, but hard is not the same as bad. Hard is hard. Bad is just an adjective that we use, right? And along my life, even if I worked at P&G and Estee Lauder, 80% of my roles have been project based and have been projects that have been adverse for some people, if you want to call it. I had to shut down plants with Gillette. I had to restructure finance in Mexico with P&G. We had to make a huge accounting change that nobody was comfortable with at P&G on my last assignment. And then on Estee Lauder, I was part of the group that changed the way that accounting and finance functions worked. So for me, it's about believing that in this world and in this particular moment where technology and smartphones and artificial intelligence are so important, the power of caring for people is sometimes undermined, right?
Mm-hmm.
I care for people and for the people that they are working with and they are touching, all of them together, in a way so that the outcome is something that they feel good about. Even if it's sometimes letting go, in a lot of the occasions, it's letting go. But you can do that from a place of honor and from a place of recognizing one's abilities and strengths and knowing that this person can move on to something better. And I also make things happen because in the end, I don't think any of us are in this just for the pure joy of doing it, right? I have mentees and I talk to them, and it's even the guy in Greenpeace has an ultimate purpose. He wants to save the whales. You have to make things happen. You have to have a goal and chase after the goal, because else you can be caring for people too much, but if the end result is not there, then there's long-term consequences. So what I've come to find is when you go and check both the people side and how this long term will look like, and the result side and how the result will look like, you end up with a winning combination.
Well, this is really interesting. So you combine caring with making it happen. So oftentimes people believe that these two attributes or skill sets are totally incompatible. So either you care about people, therefore you are too pampering, or you get the stuff done and you don't care about people. So besides that one, what else do you have in your superpowers?
Well, I think the thing is, I'm finance, right? I understand that things have to be ROI positive. I think that there's investors. I know that there's people who want a bigger return for their investment. I just wrapped up a conversation an hour ago talking about the implications of reducing costs via reducing this amount of people and who would be affected or not. I think that sometimes when you don't combine both, you end up losing sight that short-term decisions that have immediate benefit will have long-term fault, right?
Yeah.
Retention, all of those things. And I think they learned that from P&G and the whole investing in people, but it goes beyond that. At one point, everyone needs to move. Everyone needs to leave their comfort zone, and that includes your employees. If you've had an employee for 20 years doing the same work, and they probably are amazing at it, but you're in a moment where the company is shifting, that person is not going to longer kind of like match, right? So for me to do that, so I already explained the people part, and I already explained the results part, knowing I have to hit this target, I need to give this efficiencies, I need to make this etc. The third part for me is curiosity. So my company is called Why, right? And everyone was like, why did you pick a name like, well, because why is my strategy? You are not curious. If I enter working with my client from a position of I'm here to show you or talk to you about best practices, blah, 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 then we won't get there far. They will end up with a package, a consulting package, and then leave me, right? Most of my relationship with my clients are years long, and sometimes it's on and off, but because I help them with questions. So I ask questions, and sometimes those questions are helpful for them too. When you have this curiosity, this natural ability to kind of like find the little bit of piece that can make or break an organization, then you can help them do these changes and realize that hiring someone, leaving someone, changing an organization is not something so life or death when you understand the details in the middle, right? It's hard, it's time consuming.
Fantastic, Maria Fernanda. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any more time. So I have one final question for you. And if I were given a chance to talk to your clients, what would they tell me in terms of your legacy?
I think that what they would tell you is that the work we do has helped them to enable their organizations and their companies to be ready and prepared to something way bigger than they thought.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, Maria Fernanda, thank you very much for the time, for your caring, and for your passion to make things happen. So this has been a delight for conversation with you. For everybody else, if you happen to have any questions to Maria Fernanda or myself, just write it down here in LinkedIn and YouTube, and we'll get back to you.
Thank you.